Hello, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. So glad you can make it, and I hope you're all doing well. Gemini, welcome to your monthly money and finances forecast. Gemini, I've already shuffled and laid out your spread. We're going to move on to your reading, but stick around because at the end, we're going to take a look and see what is some additional guidance and a final message for you about your money and finances situation. So let's get started, Gemini. Gemini, your overall energy around your money and finances is the Page of Wands, and your attitude towards that is the Five of Swords. So with the Page of Wands here, this may be, as it has to do with your money and finances, that you're dealing with some sort of news that requires a response. This may be you trying to perform what needs to happen with money. This is about new actions with money, surveying and observing your money and finances here. This is looking to see how to go in new creative directions with your money and finances. This is you trying to discover what you can create concerning your money and finances. This may be some news that comes in about money, some sort of message. But this here is with the Page of Wands. Perhaps you're being very creative about your money and finances here, or trying to be. Now with the Five of Swords, here is your energy and your attitude with your money and finances. This is you focusing on how to win at all costs. This may be you dealing with conflict within your mind or conflict with others. You could be dealing with some disputes. You could be dealing with mind games that you're playing or that's being played with you. You could be dealing with, where there's irritation or small challenges. The end justifies the means. Something may not be as serious as it looks. This could be some sort of fight with court or a fight with the system, and the rules are firmly fixed. This is also perhaps you looking at how to bounce back after a knockdown, okay, with this Five of Swords here. So, Gemini, your money and finance situation is the Nine of Cups, and your energy and attitude towards that Nine of Cups is the Six of Cups. So there can be a focus on family. There's definitely a focus on your emotions and your emotions towards your money. But with the Nine of Cups here, for some of you, you're experiencing some satisfaction. This is you having gratitude. This is you, having peace and contentment with your money and finances, experiencing good things with your money and finances, enjoying the simple pleasures of the simple things in life, relaxing, letting your hair down. This is you getting all you want and need materially with the Nine of Cups, experiencing satisfaction. Now, for some of you, this Nine of Cups is the law of attraction. So your feelings have a lot of influence on what you are able to attract financially. So be careful what you wish for, or be careful about your feelings, because this is about, are you able to attract the things that you're wishing for, or are you going to attract your nightmares? So be mindful of your emotions, Gemini. The Nine of Cups is also saying here to be careful about greed and overindulgence. So with the Six of Cups here is your feelings and your emotions here, Gemini. I feel like for some of you, there may be a focus on children. You could be focusing on performing or receiving everyday kindness. There could be some sort of focus on having fun. There may be a focus on trying to transform, or you are transforming your money and finances situation. And something you thought or knew or expected to be a certain way turns into something else instead. So whatever that is, it can be good or it could be bad, depending, because we do have the black and we do have the white cat. But also the Six of Cups is saying you could be experiencing nostalgia, having memories, There can be a focus on something or someone from the past. But this is also you experiencing feeling safe and secure about your money and finances here. This may be you experiencing some sort of successful conclusion for yourself or someone else, or for some of you, you're still trying to achieve that with this Six of Cups energy. So have an attitude of gratitude, Gemini. Now, Gemini, you got the Seven of Cups and the Star. So you go from the 9 to the 7. So there's some sort of possible regression, or something's there's some sort of backtracking here, maybe. But the Seven of Cups is the energy situation of your money, and the Star is your attitude and energy towards your money situation of the Seven of Cups. Now, first of all, with the Seven of Cups here, there may be some wishful thinking with it next to the Star. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, but with the Seven of Cups here, there also could be some confusion, and be careful of confusion being caused by others. There could be fantasizing of the possibilities. You may be weighing your options. You may have a lot of options or not enough options. You may be looking at things from a completely new and different perspective in terms of options, where you may be unconventional in your perspective. Now, it's also possible you may not be able to make up your mind with the Seven of Cups here. Be careful about squabbles with others or contradictory information that you may receive or that's given to you. But also, the Seven of Cups is saying that there may be a need to, or you are focusing on creating preferences for what needs to happen with your money and your goals with money and your responsibilities. But also, there may be a need for you to prioritize about your money and finances too. So with the Seven of Cups, this is coming down to making the right choice. And hopefully the choice is available. You choose the best one. And hopefully there's not a lack of choices, or that you have no choice. And so with the Star here is your energy, is your attitude. The Star is you focusing on healing. But also, if you take a look, she's kind of dreamy. So you may be drifting away from things, or wanting to drift away from things that are happening with money. This may be you wanting to think about the possibilities and just really fantasizing about your money situation. But I also feel that this is you longing for something more with money, but also you wanting to make sure and hoping to have everything you need and want concerning your money and finances. This is you wanting wish fulfillment. This is you being optimistic and dreamy. This could also be you having tunnel vision. This may also be possible that you could be concerned with seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. This may be also you looking back in order to look forward here with the Star. You may be confused why something isn't healing, or confused about how to get something healed or get wish fulfillment or in a matter. I also feel with the Six of Cups, for some of you, you are returning to something about your money and finances situation that you want satisfaction, or you want some sort of happiness with. You do have, as your money and finance situation, is the Ten of Swords, and your energy and attitude towards that Ten of Swords, you do have Judgment here. So what I feel for you with this Ten of Swords, I'm seeing this as two ways. And so with this Ten of Swords energy, I do feel like for some of you, this is you experiencing some sort of financial ruin, or you experiencing a lot of difficulties with money. Also, the Ten of Swords is saying that either someone isn't caring about what you're doing, or there's some issue with caring about what you're doing and taking advantage of something. There's some problem around that, or This is you feeling down and out about money. This is you having a lot of mental anguish about money. This here is you experiencing something painful with money. But also, this could be you reaching a low point. You could be feeling backstabbed or betrayed. This, now, for others of you, the Ten of Swords could represent that you're looking at how to resurrect your money and finances situation and improve it. Or this is you trying to avoid ruin. This is you perhaps seeing how you can take control of your money and finances situation while you're dealing with scary situations or circumstances around money. But nonetheless, the Ten of Swords is difficult energy. Okay? Now, with Judgment here is your attitude with money. You may be looking at how to rectify something. You may be reflecting on your money and finances situation. For some of you, you're looking to avoid something dangerous with money or a dangerous situation that can happen with your money. For some of you, you realize and see that you're experiencing an apparent catastrophe. But for some of you, that apparent catastrophe, you realize or discover or learn that it turns out to be not so life-threatening or not so threatening to your money and finances situation after all. For some of you, this is focusing on escaping a nasty fate with money. For some of you, this is seeing how to reconcile. For some of you, this is concerning an important decision and you agonizing about it. This may be you scrutinizing money, being very critical of yourself or critical of your money situation. For some of you, you may be wanting a second chance. For some of you, this is a focus on rising to the call. For some of you, there's a decision about your money and finances that is not in your control, but it influences your money as a result. Judgment is also saying there's some sort of acknowledgement with money, or there needs to be acknowledgement about your money situation here too. Judgment is also talking about you looking at the results or waiting for the results. And it's very difficult for you to go through, experience. Now, your goals with money, Gemini, is the Three of Swords and the Six of Wands. That's interesting. So with the Three of Swords, your goal is, if you, with any setbacks or difficulties or struggles or disappointments or external factors affecting your money and finances in a negative way, this is you taking step-by-step measures to start to work on your money situation and start to heal it and recover. This is you also looking to separate yourself from negative external factors or others that may be influencing your money in a negative way, or there's the potential for your money to be influenced in a negative way if you stick around or if you don't get out as quickly as possible. The Three of Swords is also saying that you're trying to figure out how to handle your money and finances situation, but that you're not on your own. You're not alone. You have others that you can turn to help you think things through and figure things out here. Okay? Now, the Three of Swords is also saying you don't want to experience any losses. You don't want to have to suffer financially. You don't want to experience any setbacks, and those are your goals. And so with the Six of Wands as your energy and attitude towards your money and finances, you may be focusing on having victory with what you acknowledge, or this may be you having victory over your challenges or chaotic circumstances that you're experiencing with your money and finances. This may be you focusing on having respect about your money and finances, or showing more respect about your money and finances situation. But this is you wanting triumph with the cards you're being dealt. and seeing how to take action and have success in doing that. Having victory is what you want. That is your goal. For something that there was a communication breakdown or there was not a meeting of the minds, you are looking at how to have acknowledgement of that situation and perhaps move on, because that's the card you're being dealt. Or you may be trying to see how you can deal a new hand of cards to a situation to recover something that is lost to you or that you're separated from, and you're seeing how to heal it and not be disappointed or get past the disappointment. Now, what's crossing you that is your challenge and obstacle for your money is the Fool. You could be dealing with an Aries, but this could also be you dealing with a Aquarius, Gemini. And so with the Fool here is the challenge with money. There may be the challenge of being foolish in how you do things with money. There may be the challenge of inexperience with money, the challenge of being able to go in a new direction, to have a new start, to have a new beginning. The Fool is also saying you want to be careful about being dreamy and be realistic about money. That could be the challenge. That may be the challenge of being able to get freedom, financial freedom, or freedom from something. There may be the challenge of being able to take a challenging step or be brave about money or be bold. There may be challenges with treading the unknown and doing it anyway, taking the steps towards it anyway, and it's a challenging step. There may be the challenge of whether or not to take a risk with that Fool energy. There may be the challenge of being optimistic about money. Now, with the King of Cups here as your energy and attitude, the King of Cups is saying that there's a need to control your emotions, or you could be struggling with controlling your emotions, or you could be struggling with someone else and their emotions not being in check or needing to be in check. With this being your energy and attitude with the King of Cups, Gemini, you could have a lot of responsibilities or need for accountability, either coming from you or you want it to come from someone or somewhere else. The King of Cups is also saying that you may be being a henpecker, or you could be having a lot of emotions because you're being henpecked by someone else. The King of Cups is also saying that you may be trying to be a boss about your money and finances at a time that you may feel insecure. The King of Cups is also saying you may be being quick to judge, or you feel like someone is being quick to judge concerning you and your money. But the King of Cups is also saying you may be looking at the rules, or wanting rules, or wanting a structure, or wanting a system, so that you can have freedom with something, or that you can take care of something, or that you can go in the direction that you want to go in and have the freedom to do it. Or you want to come up with a plan because of what new thing you want to embark upon or begin, where money is involved or needed. Now, your likely outcome, be careful of manipulation on your part or being manipulated too, Gemini. Your likely outcome with money is you do have temperance. So first of all, you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, but your money situation could go either way. So you want to be careful here. With temperance here, this is about you needing to make adjustments with money. This is you needing to be careful to not do things in extreme ways. This is about you needing to be patient as well. Perhaps with something you've been fighting about or been in your head about that you want to be able to see some new action with or be able to take new action towards. Temperance is saying this is about you having some balance with the way you do things. This is you needing to blend and merge and be able to manipulate the elements or your circumstances with money. But this is asking you to be careful because your money situation can tip over. Okay? Because with that Ten of Swords, for some of you, your money situation has toppled over, or you're trying to keep from having your money situation toppled over. So there's some adjustments needed. And so your attitude towards your money and finances with that Temperance there as your outcome is the Two of Wands. And so with the Two of Wands, this is you planning ahead or needing to make plans, but sensible plans. This is about you being cautious. This is about you seeing the next step and maybe seeing that next step clearly, though you may not be able to see the big picture concerning your money and finances. This is you working out your aims with money. For some of you, the Two of Wands is there's something that's at work or being played out concerning money that you were planning for, or hoping for, or looking to achieve or receive, or that you initiated or you want initiated, and it's in process, or in progress. It's coming, but not at the time you want. And so on that Two of Wands, the energy and wisdom for you is the cheerful. The Fool's wisdom with the cheerful is to be cheerful. And it's a 35 breaking down to an 8. So there's a need for you to be strong, to stay resilient, to do all you can to make sure things are good and balanced, to have some self-control, to have determination. Be mindful of if you are trying to force things. This is a time for you to have quiet strength. But also there's a need to have courage. This is you focusing on having glory. This is also your ability to stay bold. This is also a focus on generosity, where you can receive generosity or where you may need to be generous. So let's see what some additional guidance is for you. You may be wanting a decision in your favor, or you're having a problem with a decision being made, or the decision you're needing to make is important, that is going to make or break your money and finances situation as well. The decision that you're making may be very difficult, or you may be looking at how to bring an end to difficulties or avoid difficulties. Things may not be clear-cut, black and white. There may be a gray area to your ability to get satisfaction and wish fulfillment. But there may be something that there's confusion with how it's being contemplated, or what you were contemplating, seeing healing or wish fulfillment with. There is problems because there's confusion, or there's some sort of illusion, or something is not clear, not clearly mapped out, or it's not a clear path towards. Now, you could be experiencing difficulties at the hands of others, or just circumstances, external factors occurring, and you're needing to take things step by step to acknowledge those things as they come, or be able to acknowledge those things in advance and see how you can take action towards changing it, avoiding it, or seeing victory with your assessment. For some of you, your money is under an assessment, and there's a decision process, or you're waiting for a decision from an assessment that is being conducted by you or from someplace else or someone else. For some of you, you're looking to get rid of something. Thank you. Your guidance is possibility. This is your next message, possibility. Open yourself up to new possibilities to increase your wealth and expand your comfort zone. So this is your guidance, and also this here is a goal that you may set for your money situation, is focus on the possibility. Okay? There may be a need for you to not be conflicted in your mind about a situation that you want to see go your way, or that you're having trouble with getting to happen, and experiencing maybe even a little bit of defeat or some small cost to you to get what you want here. But there's a need to focus on the possibilities. With your situation, or see it as a possibility even if it doesn't look like it, or be aware that it can still become a possibility, or be mindful of whether or not it should be a possibility you should be entertaining, or you want the possibility with something. Whatever this is, there is the possibility for it to happen. Thank you, Spirit. So your additional message and final message is gratitude list. Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. What and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosity of this universe. So I feel what this is talking about in and of itself, besides the fact that there's a need to have more of an appreciation about your circumstances and what's going on around you, I do feel that you are not looking at what good is happening, even if what you want ideally isn't occurring, because there's something still good going on for you here. Even if you feel it's not enough, it's something you still have, and there's a need to be grateful for that and see that as the possibility for more, because you already have something, or there is something in the works, or something already going on. I feel like you are missing what you need to see here in order for what you want to happen, and that is to appreciate what you already have in order for more to occur, or appreciate what you have even if what you want to occur isn't happening, because it's not so bad for you, Gemini. Now, taking a look at the bottom, you do have partnership. Allow helpful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So help is available to you, and perhaps the help also could be concerning your ability to get some sort of agreement, or get on the same page or same objective about your goal, or what it is that you want to receive or get help with here, or be supported with. I hope these messages help. Do like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. Bye.